everyone? All right, so green day here, $6,000, $5,000 on TLC, and about $800 on PRVB, the two leading gappers in the market, which is usually my focus. Trying to focus on the two stocks gapping up the most in the entire US market that have some type of news, some type of catalyst. So I got focused in on those this morning. That's the third time I've said focus. I don't know what's going on here. So super focused, that's 4, on those two, and got some gains. A little choppy. I did give back half of my profit. I was up 8,000, then gave back half, was up 4, and then recouped 2,000, so I'm up 6. So I'm trying to take the profit off the table and be grateful for what I have, reminding myself that 5,000 a day is over $1 million a year. Sometimes after having a really, really big day, you have that temptation to try to reach and stretch for those big grand slam home run days because they feel really good. To make a week's worth of profit in one day is phenomenal. But that's not consistent. If it was consistent, then that would be the norm, and then you'd be stretching for the days that made that feel small. So I'm grateful for what I have today. It's a good day, it's a solid day, and I'm happy with myself for staying so focused, that's the 5th time, on good quality setups and not over trading. So less is more. I didn't take that many trades today. I was pretty disciplined about precise entries, good exits, and just taking those nice base hits as they came. And then I really stopped trading pretty early on. I'm still kind of looking at the chart there, but I stopped trading early on. We unfortunately didn't get good continuation into the open on TLC or PRVB. And a couple other things popped up and I had the restraint to say, no, I don't think I can trust that. And that was absolutely the right move because what we kept seeing back to back to back was a pop and then a fade. So I feel good about the trading today and try to keep it up through the rest of this week. So that now has me at 3 green days in a row, 23,000 on Friday, 31,000 yesterday plus 5,000 today. So almost $60,000 in 3 days, 3 trading days. That's phenomenal, and I would like to keep that up here. We are going into, it's actually the last week of May here, and then we've got Memorial Day weekend coming right up. So try to just finish off this month. It's been a slow one, but that's typical summer, late spring, summer trading. It slows down a little bit. Doesn't mean there's not opportunities, but there's not as many. So you have to try to really make the most of the ones you get, and in between those opportunities, not screw it up by over trading poor quality setups. You gotta stay focused, and that's number 6. As a reminder, trading is risky. Most beginner traders lose money. That's the reality. So you should assume, if you're out there watching this video thinking, maybe I wanna start trading, but you'll probably lose money as well. And with that assumption, trade in a simulator before you put real money on the line. Do yourself that favor. I wish I had done it, and I didn't. I jumped in and I started losing money. And it was very frustrating, very emotional. And then you set yourself up for failure when you do that. So do yourself that favor of trading a simulator, and don't try to blindly follow me or anyone else. If we're both trading TLC or PRVB, well, it's probably because I'm usually trading the 1 or 2 leading gappers in the entire market. But you need to understand your entries, why you're getting in, where you're getting out, why you're getting, how you're selecting the stock and the patterns and everything else. If you want to learn more about my process of stock selection and finding strong patterns, check out my link to the 2021 ebook, Guide to Day Trading. It's gonna be right down there. I'll put a link in the description, pin it to the top of the comments. That is brand new, just in the last couple weeks, and that's gonna walk you through my approach for trading momentum. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. All right, so I'm going to do a recap here, finishing the morning up on TLC, $5,342.36. This was our second leading gapper, first leading gapper. It was kind of switching places with PRVB, but gapped up 44% and gave some trades for me pre-market. So my first trade on it was really kind of as it started surging up. I jumped on it for the break of 8 and rode this momentum up to 833. We then had a little false breakout there, and I took maybe a $200 loss on that trade. Then I got back in it here with a position looking for the break through this level here of 815, 810, 811, 815 for a retest of the high, and it flushed. And I gave back half of my gains. So I was up about 8,000 and then gave back half of it. At the open, I got a little dip trade off of 7, and we got a pop up to 750. And so I made back some of the loss, but not all of it. So most of my gains today were actually pre-market and then recouped a little bit into the open, but up $5,342. And so my last trade on this was, right around 9:35. I mean, it was right at the very beginning of the day. PRVB was our second leading gapper, and this one I actually shorted off of the 200 moving average, which is 1168. And I thought that was a good place to take a short. But of course I can't short in my retirement account, so I shorted in my main account for $879. That's fine, but this account is taxable. So I have no income tax on a retirement account, but I do pay income tax on my this account. So, the trouble with that, of course, we're restricted to our losses on capital gains. So if I lost like $100,000 in this account, you're restricted of what you can write off. But if I make $100,000 in the account, well, I've got to pay my income tax on it, and I'm at the top income bracket. And I certainly don't make as much as a lot of the very, very successful people out there. But, once you're over, I think, $1 million, you're pretty much in the top income bracket of most states and and certainly the federal tax level. So unfortunately, I keep, 50-60% of the profit on a short, but if I lose, I take the 100% loss. So immediately from a tax standpoint, I'm not really incentivized to short very often unless I have a lot of conviction, and on this one I felt pretty confident. So I did get a nice short on PRVB off that level, so first short that I've had in a while, and TLC got some gains on it, and maybe it gives us more opportunity, but I just didn't see a lot in it. And so I want to be really grateful for the $6,000 of profit today, $5,000 on TLC and $800 or whatever on PRVB. Realistically, $5,000 a day is over $1 million a year. And to make $5,000 in a slower market is fantastic. So I can't complain about that at all. No, it's not as much as I made yesterday. Yesterday was a great day with $31,000 in profit. But if I can on slow days book $5,000 and be grateful for it and not overstay my welcome and then give it all back, then these small days, at the end of weeks, months, and years, they really do add up to contribute to, the total annual profit. So I'm not complaining about being up 5,000. Well, let's see. Let's look at my P&L here. So for the month of May, so we got Monday, which was yesterday. So 31,000 yesterday on Monday. So in these 2 days, 23 plus 31, that turned my month around, pretty substantially. Finally, a couple of nice, bigger green days. Today's a little bit smaller, but that still gets me back to my high of the year. So sitting at, let's see, go to 2021. So in 2021, 1.89 million in gross profit before fees and commissions. Just very, very good. I mean, that's phenomenal. It was a slow start, went red, had the best week of my entire career, then the biggest loss of my entire career, and now kind of a steady move in the last few months. If we look at the month of May, I'm now back to the high of the month, 127,000 gross profit. So I did recoup the 30,000 that I lost in my 4 or 5 day red streak, and now I'm back to sitting at the highs, not including today's gains. So it's just got to be kind of slow and steady right now, and be grateful for the gains when I can get them. And obviously, I would love to see some really nice action, but it's kind of slower summer trading right now. So grinding on smaller gains and trading a little bit less, trying to be very disciplined about, okay, this is a good quality trade. I could take this one and then, leave the rest. That's important. So today, less is more. And that's about it for me. So green day recap, 5,300 here, 800 over in the main account. So a $6,000 green day. And I will be back first thing tomorrow morning, Wednesday, and we'll see if we can continue this momentum. We are going into the Memorial Day weekend coming up here next week. So as we go into a long weekend and a little bit of a holiday, we may see things kind of peter out on like Thursday or Friday, but sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes on a day before a holiday or the day in between or after a holiday or something like that, there's nothing except one stock starts to pop up. And then everyone who's there focuses on that one obvious one. Ultimately, having an obvious stock is important, and we didn't really, well, we had TLC and PRVB, which were both the obvious ones, but neither of them held up as well as I hoped. So I did the best I could, and we'll live to trade another day. I'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys then. All right, see you in the morning. And that right there was an entire video with no ads. I don't monetize my YouTube channel with video ads, which means you guys get to enjoy the content. But do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and let YouTube know that this channel is the channel to watch if you want to learn about day trading.